All right, welcome to the relationship show. This one is on having someone you can't fully let go of. Does anyone else have that person you can't fully let go of? I'm dating a guy more than 2 years ago now who really hurt me. It was really good until it wasn't. We only dated for about 4 to 5 months. I have dated several men since, but somehow whenever I'm single, this one is always the one in my head. I'm sure he doesn't think of me anymore. What is wrong with me? Um, yeah, so I guess what I can say is you're not alone in this. So people think, especially in situations where it ended poorly, it's almost like, rejection or this pain or like extreme failure can breed a sense of obsession. And when you're obsessed with things, it's like they always just come up on your mind. And it's like, yeah, and it's kind of what you're describing is they'll like, no matter if you go to another guy or whatever, it's like that thought is still in your head. It's almost like, I guess, just thinking of it now, it's like if you like touch a burning stove, it's like that thought is ingrained in your head. And it's like a way of your mind really just trying to protect yourself. And so it's like you're always thinking of that. But then two is when, yeah, it's when you start making up fantasies about how it could have been. That's kind of the danger zone that you're talking about. Like, because you probably will just keep experiencing like thoughts about them. You can put them down, but the more you resist them, it's like, man, it almost turns into fantasies. And when they turn into fantasies, it's like you start focusing on the good things that happened or the good memories. And that's just a dangerous path because, once you get them back, if you actually act on those fantasies, you get them back, and then you realize that, it's just totally wrong. It's like they're still hurting you in the same exact ways. It doesn't work. They haven't truly changed and, so just recognize them as that. It's your brain's way of protecting yourself. That's why don't resist it too much. It's like if that thought comes up, if you think of him or you think of the other person, it's like, um, oh, that was a part of my past and I learned from it. And now I'm moving on. It might not be easy, but it's like you have to direct your focus in order to, look at the things you have right now. And then realize that if fantasies come up, realize that that's what they are. They're just fantasies. They're made up. You look at try your best to look at the facts, know within your heart what it caused, and yeah, and it depends on personality types too. Some people can just cut off people and just say, out of my life, never look back. But I think it's difficult no matter if they do that or if they do like a little bit of a time walk away from someone. I think it is still difficult either way, but it's just a matter of how you want to deal with that difficulty as far as your personality type. Um, so I mean, just look at it objectively. Keep doing what you're doing. Be appreciative of what you have. Um, and especially in like the lonely times when you mentioned that when you get single, that's really when you think about him. It's like you're lonely, and it's like maybe there's a chance, and you kind of live that fantasy because you want the loneliness to go away.